This is Josh with Lucas Lighting. In this video, we'll talk about current, which is measured in amperage. We'll talk about how that works and why that's so important, and then we'll show you how to measure current using a clamp meter and a multimeter. Current is the movement of electrons in a circuit measured in amps. If you go to measure your amps and you get a result of 0, it's because you have something disconnected either on your power side or your ground side. We need to have power, a device being powered, and ground all in one loop in order for current to flow. The other thing that can happen is that your current can be too high. If your current reading is too high, it's usually because you have something loose. You have a loose fuse or a loose relay or a loose ground. This is how to measure current with a clamp meter. This is the easiest of the two. The very first thing we want to do is roll this wheel over to the lowest amperage setting, and we want to hit the reference button so that we're at 0. And then we're going to clamp this on one of the two wires. Now your wires might be taped up, or you might have a wire loom over these wires. So you're going to have to take the tape or the wire loom off and just make sure you clamp only one wire. Now when we turn this light on, you can see that we have 2.75, 2.8 amps. So not too bad. And then if we turn that off, it goes back down to 0. Interesting fact, a lot of people are probably saying, well, I don't have a clamp meter. Let me tell you, the easiest way to get one of these is to go to a pawn shop. Believe it or not, I have never been into a pawn shop that did not have one of these for very cheap, especially if it's something where you're only going to use it once. Just get a used one. The second way to test current is with a multimeter. First of all, you want to make sure that your leads are in the right spot. By default, they're probably going to be in the voltage spot. We want to actually move that over to the amperage spot. So we have that in the amperage spot. We're going to move this all the way down to amperage DC. And then we can make our test. So this test is a little more difficult. It has to be done in series. So what that means is that we have to cut either the positive wire or the negative wire in this car. We have to do the test and then we have to reconnect it. So I'm going to break this wire. I'm going to connect my meter to it. And now my meter is in line with that wire. So you can see that the wire is broken and it's going through my meter to do this test. Now when we activate the light, you can see that we have 3 amps, 2.9 amps. Now if it says negative, it's because my red lead needs to be on the power side, and it is not on the power side, so it's going to show up as negative, but that's okay. It is 2.9 amps. If we turn the light back off, we're back to 0. So the same test result that we got with the clamp meter, a little more work to get this on the meter though. So what kind of numbers should you be seeing? If you put MX in, you should be seeing about 1 amp. If you put in L1 or L2, you should be seeing 2 amps. The test bulb for this video was an L3. These pull 2.5 to 3 amps depending on what series. L5 is the most power hungry one that we have. These guys pull 3.5 amps. Still not as much as a factory halogen bulb. Factory halogen bulbs pull 4.5 amps. Happy testing, everyone. Thanks for watching. Any additional questions? Call or text 408-623-1380, Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5 CST. You may also email support@lucas-lighting.com. Thanks for watching.